You just got a little face surrounded by a bunch of fucking hair. Reapers, what is good? It's your boy Laser. Reaction video. He's on reaction content. So you can do laughing. Top 10 people with the highest IQs. Guys, you should put me on this list. No, here's my reaction content. You want reaction videos to this in the future? It's a busy love, but you subscribe to notification bell icon. I'll stream it every night on Twitch. Go check out 𝐶𝐭∞amazing. Let's dive straight into this video.
Today I'm going to be talking about the top 10 people with the highest IQs. But first, let me ask you guys, what is your favorite school subject? So in relation...
why am I in school anymore? About, probably science.
To this topic, I challenge you guys to find out what your IQ is right now or after you watch this top 10 video. So in the link down below, you guys can click and it's going to send you to an IQ test. Take the test and tell me what your scores are. And if you guys wait until the end of the video, I will reveal what my IQ is, and a lot of you guys might be surprised. Okay, so getting right into it, starting this list off at number 10. So first we're talking about Stephen Hawking. He is a theoretical physicist, cosmologist, author, and the director of research at the Center for Theoretical Cosmology. Many people don't know this, but at the age of 9 years old, his grades were ranked amongst the worst in his class.
Beep, that's not right. I love Stephen Hawking. Most of the shit he says, you should see like the interviews with him. He's funny as shit. Like, you should, like, just him roasting people is like the best thing ever, bro. Stephen Hawking definitely is one of the funniest wheelchair men out there.
No, with a little bit
Wait,
more.
I said wheelchair. I mean, robot wheelchair man. Dory.
Effort,
I'll
he
just
brought those grades up to about.
His condition was really sad. He had, what is it called? I think fucking It's a very sad, like, slowly kills your nerves, and then it happens so slowly. It's terrible. It's terrible. Is it Alzheimer's? I can't. What am I saying?
Average. When it came time to applying to college, the only way that Stephen Hawking was able to go to Oxford University was on a full scholarship. So when he had to write the scholarship exams, he aced them, getting a nearly perfect score. All of a sudden, he just became a genius. Stephen Hawking is best known for his involvement with his discoveries in the field of theoretical physics, which included the development of the Big Bang Theory. Despite being diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, better known as ALS to us, which left him completely paralyzed, his brain recorded an IQ of 154, which took the world by surprise. Regardless of his diagnosis from his doctors, Hawking lived a full and very productive life. This is all.
Yeah, he lived a long life too, and he seemed actually pretty happy with it. You know, it's just sad. Like, I think there's like footage of him actually like being normal and all, and like when he was like 15, I don't know. It happened. Like, that's how the disease works. It happens slowly and then just takes over your nerves and then shuts your body down, basically. It's terrible. But he lived a long life, which is good.
All with the help of science and modern medicine. Albert Einstein secures himself in at number. The exact IQ of Albert Einstein is unknown, as he never took the test, but experts...
I know people that visualize have higher IQs. I'm a huge visualizer. You know, I manifest. Our thoughts create our reality, you know? It's the law of attraction.
Predict his IQ is somewhere between the range of 160 to about 190. He is best known for developing the theory of relativity, which is one of his theories that provides the foundation of our modern understanding of physics. Not too many people were aware of this, but Einstein was actually a slow talker, and some say that he didn't actually begin to talk until the age of 4 years old. Doctors even consider the term the Einstein syndrome. And this,
yeah, isn't there like a brain scan? His brain's actually like smaller, right?
This is the term to describe exceptionally bright people whose speech is delayed. Einstein has failed his university entrance exam, and then he had to reapply a year later.
It just proves that school is a waste of time. Literally, school. I graduated 3 years ago, and there's not a single thing I remember. Useless.
Pathologist who did Albert Einstein's autopsy stole his brain and kept it in a jar for 20 years after discovering his parietal lobe was 15% larger than the average brain. Strategically placing herself in at number 8, we have Judith Polgar. This woman right here. She's a 35-year-old Hungarian chess grandmaster. What is that? And she's often considered as one of the strongest female chess players in history. She recorded.
See, like, I know chess isn't like supposed to be complex. I know it's, I don't know, like it's people tell me, you know, it's obviously more complicated than fucking checkers, but it's like, I don't know, people tell me it's a very hard to play. Like, it's actually a very hard game. It takes a lot of strategy and thinking. And that's just not for me. I don't know, it's not even that I don't want to learn it. It's not even that I don't know how to play it. I just have no desire to. It just seems boring as fuck. I'd rather play checkers. I like simple, bro. And I'm not saying that because I'm a dummy dude. I'm saying that because I just like fun. I don't think anyone likes to fucking think like crazy, you know what I'm saying? I think everyone likes being a dumbass. It's fun. You know?
With an IQ of 170, and in 1991, at the age of 15 years old, she beat Bobby Fischer, which earned her the title of becoming the youngest grandmaster of chess. Her father raised her and her sisters as an experiment in education by attempting to prove that children could make exceptional achievements if trained from a very early age. I would have to say that this experiment was very successful, because look at it. So what if we all were trained at a very young age? We would all be Einsteins, and then it would just be the norm. Earning himself in at the number 7 spot, I'm talking about Leonardo da Vinci. A lot of you guys probably heard of him. Like Einstein, we couldn't give an exact figure to what his IQ was, and it's for the simple reasons IQ tests didn't exist back then. However, experts have been able to assume that Da Vinci's IQ was most likely in the range from about 180 to 190, which would make him among the highest IQs ever. Da Vinci never received any kind of formal education. He did, however.
Bro's face is literally drowning by his beard. He's literally like sinking into the beard. Like, just imagine your face, like, just like, you know, like how laundry, like, you know, it spins and like it. Just imagine like his. Like, I'm just imagining his face, like, just doing that with his beard surrounded by it. He just got a little face surrounded by a bunch of fucking hair.
However, receive instructions at home in subjects such as reading, writing, and mathematics. Leonardo da Vinci was an incredible artist. He was an inventor, a scientist, a mathematician, an engineer, a writer, also a musician. I mean, whatever he put his smart mind to, he was able to accomplish. A little known fact about Leonardo da Vinci is he had dyslexia. And when he made notes of his invention, it was written all in reverse, which actually was a plus for him, because it was hard for other people to look through his notes and try to steal his ideas. Richard Rosner and his IQ puts him in at number 6. He has an IQ of 192. Richard Rosner is actually an unusual case. He isn't a typical genius. He has written for Jimmy Kimmel Live. I mean, is that why that guy is so funny? Because he hired a genius behind him? And he's also done other TV shows as well. This guy's also been employed as a stripper, a doorman, a male model, and a waiter. In 2000, he infamously appeared on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. While he was on the show, he was asked about the altitude of capital cities incorrectly, and after that, he decided to sue the show. However, he did not win his case. Richard placed second in the World Genius Directories in 2013.
Oh yes, game shows where you get like half the money after you win. You just won a million. Oh wait, government, hey, wake up. IRS, is it IRS, whatever the fuck you call it? IRS. We're going to take about 50% of that from you. Alright, 500,000. That's still a lot, but like, I don't know. Just, I think the whole tax, I don't even think they take half. I think it's half, right? It's about like 50 usually. I don't know. I think those taxes and IRS things are so bullshit. Like, towards the lottery, I know it's like, there's like more to it, but it's like, I think the whole idea of taxing lottery winners and like, just fucking game show winners is so stupid, bro. But that's just how the world, or how the government IRS works.
He reportedly proceeded to study 20 hours a day, and he did this to try to accomplish the smartest IQ ever, but he didn't succeed. There's people smarter than him. Just like the person we're talking about next, who has 194 IQ, and we're talking about Garry Kasparov. And he comes in to number. Garry Kasparov is Russia's chess grandmaster. He's considered to be the best male player to have ever played the game. He was ranked number 1 in the world 225 times. In 2003, he played against a chess computer that calculates 3 million moves per second. That match was a draw, and Garry pleased his fans with his ability to keep up with the computer. Kasparov was the youngest undisputed world chess champion, just at the age of 22 years old. He has a world record for the most number of consecutive victories and most number of chess Oscars. Besides from being a chess player, he was also a writer and also a political activist. Kim Un-young moves his way into number 4. His IQ was recorded at 210. Damn. Which makes it no surprise that
Damn,
he was
boy.
a child prodigy. He was able to speak fluently at just 6 months old. I'm 25 years old and I'm struggling with English here. He was a great student in physics at 𝐈𝐭'𝐬 University at just the age of 3 years old. He was able to read English, German, Korean, and Japanese by his 3rd birthday, and by his 5th birthday he was able to solve complicated differential and integral calculus problems. I don't even know what this is! Later on a Japanese television, he demonstrated his proficiency in Chinese, Spanish, Vietnamese, Tagalog, German, English, Japanese, and of course, let's not forget Korean. And if that wasn't enough, he was invited to NASA to study in the United States, and let me tell you his age. 8 years old. He left NASA at the age of 16 years old, and although he was offered a job at Korea's most prestigious university, he rejected the offer and he decided to pursue civil engineering, and he gained a PhD in it. Christopher Harada was noticed to have an accelerated mind at an early age, puts him into the number 3 spot. Christopher Harada is a Japanese American who has confirmed an IQ of 225. I didn't even know IQs can go that high. At the age of 3 years old, he was able to calculate his parents' shopping bill. He was able to calculate all the items by weight, all the discounts, all the percentages, everything you would ever want to know. Not really, he was able to do. He was also reading the Dr. Seuss series by himself. At a young age, he was able
Dr. Seuss, I love the green eggs and ham. Let me cook some up. Green eggs and ham. Let me get some color fooding. Where the fuck color fooding? What are they called again? Is that what it's called? Color fooding? I forgot. Let me get some coloring now. Let me put some green on that. It's so healthy, right? Get some green dye, literally edible dye. Just a term new, I forgot. But yeah, let's get some ham. I've had ham a couple times. I don't know. Ham's alright. I remember I actually had green eggs and ham, like when I was like 5. Like I remember my fucking preschool. Like actually, like dude, I swear preschool wasn't even school. We were cooking shit up during that. Like we legit had like a cooking class. Oh man, weird.
able to recite the alphabets backwards. I can't even do that. Z, Y, X, W. I should just say it forward and get my editor to play it backwards for me. He's also coded the alphabet sequence numerically. For example, the letter O was 15th in sequence. In the first grade, he was doing algebra. Christopher entered the California Institute of Technology for 2 years, and then he started to work with NASA on a project exploring the possibility of colonizing Mars. Gifted with an IQ estimated between 225 to 230, we're talking about Terrence Tao, and he comes in at number 2. This prodigy first displayed his incredible intelligence at the age of 2 years old, when he was able to solve basic arithmetic questions on his own. When he was 9 years old, Tao began part-time studies in mathematics at Flinders University. By the time he was 16, he finished his science degree. He got his master's when he was 17 years old, and his PhD at Princeton University when he was 20. Tao has pages of awards. He also has a lot of prizes and medals to his name. The most prestigious award...
It's always the weird motherfuckers that be the smartest, like me. I'm weird. So put me on this list.
Being the Fields Medal, which is the mathematics equivalent to the Nobel Prize. Well, he received it back in 2006. People actually refer to this guy as the Mozart of math. Finally, in at the number 1 spot, with the top 10 people with the highest IQs, I'm talking about William James Sidis. He's another individual whose exact IQ is unknown. He's just too smart, we couldn't calculate it. Experts have said his IQ is somewhere in...
You know, you would think Albert Einstein would be like number 1. Like Albert Einstein, when I think geniuses are like smart people, I just think Albert Einstein. The motherfucker literally has that genius madness look. I swear, but genius is literally linked to like madness, like crazy. You gotta be crazy to be a genius, you know what I'm saying? Because geniuses think in ways that like nobody else thinks. Like their brain, their neural pathways, it's like they be thinking thoughts that like don't even like, that you can't even like comprehend or think of. Like, they have answers to things that nobody can even think of, you know what I'm saying?
And it's a pretty big range, but it's about 250 to 300. He could be the only guy in the world to have 300 IQ. So he, officially or unofficially, I guess, has the highest IQ in recorded history. At the age of 2 years old, William could read English, and at 4 years old, he was typing original literature. At the age of 5 years old, he devised a formula where he could name the day of the week for any given historical day. He registered at Harvard University at the age of 12 years old, which made him at that time the youngest person to have ever enrolled at Harvard University. He graduated cum laude, which means honors, before he was 16 years old. He didn't just excel in mathematics. He can also speak fluent in many languages. I'm talking about French, German, Russian, Latin, Turkish, and many, many more. Whatever languages he wants to learn, he's just gonna go read a book and then tomorrow he's mastered it. It's really sad to say, but the smartest guy in the world ever recorded in history, he passed away at the age of 46 years old. And this is due to cerebral hemorrhage. So there you guys have it. That was the top.
Well guys, this was a video. I hope you enjoyed it. Which one of those people with the highest IQs was most interesting to you? There's your reaction content. Your reaction videos like this in the future. You know what to do. I'll see you next one. Peace!